Hey. Welcome back to the We Feel Y'all. Welcome back to the We Feel Y'all. What it do? Welcome to the We Feel Y'all. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl Lati here at Tears and Wheat to Roll Show, where you show enough never know what you're going to get, beloved. We are bringing a late evening message. The Alpha and Omega wants to speak, and we are always ready to serve wheat. So we are going to bring a spiritual message. Don't know what we're bringing, but it's going to be general, beloved. Y'all know how it go. My returning wheat. What up? Y'all's wheat. What it do? Welcome back to We Feel Y'all. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to you too. Come on in. Hopefully you stay. Hopefully you don't click off our shade. We are listening to the sounds of Brian Simpson. We do not own the rights to this music, beloved. We just don't. We are going to bring a late message. It can start slow. Like that old school Crisco. You know what I'm saying? Like that thick shit that you got to get out the can, beloved, and put it in the pan. But the Alpha and Omega come in. They turn the heat up. We get to cooking. What we cooking? We don't know what. We got some cards out. We're going to play and see what the Alpha and Omega have to say. It's going to be good. It's going to be edifying for the spirit. Something to help us be spiritually strengthened, beloved, so that we can bear the yoke that's on our shoulders. And we seek to be full. We are full. We just got finished eating dinner, and you know what I'm saying, cooking in the spirit, beloved. We made some lobster ravioli and some mushroom cream sauce. The shit was good, y'all. Like, it was something that I ain't never tasted before, but it was good. We got this right here, prayer. John 1:12 says, but to all who believed and accepted the Most High God and accepted it, it gave the right to become children of the Most High God. Yes. And I believe, that we are already children of the Most High. We are pixels and pieces of the Most High God. But it's something about being aware of your divinity and accepting your divinity and being obedient to instruction. Yes. And it makes us have that divine favor upon our lives because we haven't accepted a position of surrenderance, like surrendering to trust, beloved. And that's what we see here on the surrenderance deck. Surrenderance to trust. Trusting the Most High God, right? And the wisdom that lies within and how it guides our life, beloved, our life experience, leading us to our dharma, accepting the chaos and the conflict that we got to split. We see Treasure Island. I feel a gift of the breath. Yes. Testimony to Tarot. We have been getting lessons about being obedient and just dealing with our shadow energy, respecting the breath of life, beloved, and the gifts that it breathes. The ability to breathe. That's a blessing. But the blessing that the breath brings, because the word of the Most High God, it moves on the breath of life. And the life force, the Holy Chi, animates our God body, right? It allows us to be consciously aware that we are a spark, a piece of divinity, and to experience creation in phenomenal ways. It is what we consider sensuality. You know what I mean? Like, we're in the bedroom, but it's not about, sexuality. It's about sensuality. How do we use our 8 senses? You know what I mean? Like the fact that we have our 5 that we know about, we get taught about in elementary, sight, smell, taste, sensation, hearing. But we can also sense our emotions, our heart space. How do we feel about the situations that we face? That's a gift. Yes. Our intuition, the visions that we get from the Most High God, whether people call it imagination, whether people call it third eye intuition, whether you call it your clairvoyance, the ability to see, claircognizant, the ability to just know, right? And also The fact that we are all connected, we like creation is whole, it is complete. There is nothing broken and there's nothing missing. Everything in creation made by the Most High God, beloved, it is the author of all things. And to experience creation in a uniform type of way where we know when it's cold, we know when it's warm, when it's snowing, when it's raining, the sun is shining. You can see me as a brown-skinned girl, you know, with locks down to whatever. I don't know how much of y'all, of me you can see in this camera angle but we experience things pretty much uniformly. It gives us harmony, right? It gives us a sense of connectivity. We can relate to one another. We can sense one another. That's the treasure. That's the gift. And it's something about timing and recognizing it. See the power that's in your hands, beloved. And I'm also feeling, again, time for you to recognize the power that you have, the power that's within. It's your light within, right? I'm feeling consciousness. I'm feeling awareness. I'm feeling potentiality. I'm feeling possibilities. All things are possible through the Most High God. You may be sleeping on yourself. Time for a nap. You may need to rest. 2 and 6, 2 and 4. I don't know why I said 2 and 6. But 2 and 4, beloved, breaks down to 6. Giving and receiving. Are you aware? Do you have some things that you are sleeping on in terms of what you're giving out and what you're receiving back? I'm feeling 2. It could be duality. It could be twin cup energy. 2 twin cup. I don't know what the heck is going on. And we're not even in retrograde anymore. But I'm feeling 2 of cups, twin flame energy, mirroring. I'm feeling partnerships or stability with the 4. It could be you partnering in the spirit. It could be you coming to wholeness and goodness within self and balance. It could also be you unaware of a partnership coming into you, right? Orphan is here. That's 5 energy. See, somebody may have slept on you. You may be feeling left out, you know what I mean? Left out of God's grace. Like the Most High God has left you out and is not hearing your prayers. You know what I mean? That could be it. And I'm not for sure what you're praying on, beloved, but I know that the Most High God hears you. It does. And I feel like it will use any and everything in order to facilitate, you know, its will be done. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow, especially when we are wanting things that are out of alignment of what the Most High God wants for us. We see yin, right? That's trust. That's also, we saw the yang, which could be divine masculine energy, and the yin being divine feminine energy. We see round and round. It could be something that you are going around and around with, a cycle that you are repeating. It could be a message for you to come to balance within yourself. You could be going around and around relationship with somebody else. I'm not for sure, but we'll see as the cards come out. We see happiness is coming in, and definitely feeling a change. A change is in the wind. From chaos and conflict, potentially. 33, breaking down to that 6 again. Giving and receiving. If you are putting out chaos and conflict, drama, beloved, then that's what you will get. But if you are putting out happiness and good energy, then that will come back into thee. Now, some people get a little bit impatient and they feel like, you know, good people get the short end of the stick, which sometimes we do, you know what I mean, because we open ourselves up to people who we just shouldn't open up to, you know, like we have empathetic hearts and we want to help and we want to love and we want to nurture and we want to be supportive, and sometimes that's just not, you know, the people we should consort with. We see why. We see breath is in reverse now, breathing, like maybe you're not meditating as much as you need to. We see chaos and conflict. We see poise for success, leg up and TikTok. And all of these fell out, and when they hit the floor, they were in reverse. So somebody could be, acting against self, acting against their highest self, their destiny, and it could be putting them at a disadvantage, and time could be running out weak. So it all depends on how the Most High God is speaking to you. Your spirit guides, your ancestors there to help and guide you. Something is an unfinished symphony. 10 here. I feel an ending, but I also feel a new beginning because something is not finished. It's not done. It could be your work, right? You could be here to finish something. You could feel like you're alone while you're doing this thing. You could not be aware of what you come to do. You could feel isolated. You could feel like people in relationships, folks walk away from you. They abandon you. You could feel like somebody has abandoned you in the work, or the relationship is just not done, or you're not ready for it to be complete. Truth be told, I feel like somebody has left something, or they feel like something is not complete. The truth that needs to be told is not finished. It's not. And you may be feeling abandoned. You may be feeling like you're alone, but you're not, beloved. You're not. Your ancestors are with you. The Most High God is with you. It has not abandoned you. I'm feeling like telling yourself the truth, that you can get through this space. And even if you feel like it's a relationship that's not finished, which could be true, it could be a reconciliation here. But I really feel like this is about self. It's something that you are supposed to do. See, your fate. It's something that you are supposed to do. And we see serendipity and luck. We see building blocks. I feel like the things that you've gone through will create a space that's going to bring in some sort of favor or luck or a blessing into you. We see go the distance. Can you persevere? I definitely feel a need to persevere and cross the finish line. I'm getting another message of stamina, like being able to have stamina so that you can see the change. Like change is underway, and having the stamina to see it through all the way, because something is not finished. And I feel like it's a pathway to your destiny. See, you might be between worlds right now, and we see blessing. Set up and poised to be blessed. You are a blessed person, and you are in between worlds. But I feel like somebody is facing backwards. You know what I mean? Like the wrong way. You could be looking back instead of going forward, right? And this is a message for you to, I'm seeing this activation deck, and it says healing. For you to heal. You might be having a lot of questions like why? Everything that glitters ain't gold, beloved. It's just not. Something is definitely not for you. And, regeneration is here. I'm feeling healing, mending, something being mended, something healing. And look what's here. Healing. Healing is here. We see universal love, 44. Right, 44 breaking down to 8, which to me is the infinite, the eternal Lord of all creation is saying to heal, that the eternal loves you, that it has blessed you. You may not feel the blessing right now because you may be walking through the chaos and conflict, needing to persevere through a certain situation. See, consciousness. And we talked about consciousness. And look, 1 and 7 breaks down to 8. That is that universal consciousness. That is the universal mind, that we are all connected, beloved. Earth is here. Could get grounded. But 2 and 4 breaks down to 6. Giving and receiving, beloved. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on the multi-dimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. We see Gaia here. That's also giving me earth energy, Mother Earth, root chakra, something that you need to heal, something that you need to be rooted and grounded in, something that you need to be secure in. Maybe you need to increase your level of confidence and security. Beloved, we see transition. I definitely feel that change in the wind type of energy. And we see divine masculine with the 22. That's an a doubling or a mirroring of the number 2. Duality. I feel 4, stability. But I also feel like taking authority. Taking authority. Leading yourself with a sense of authority. Divine masculine. Right back out. Spirit said, put that down. Supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and idea into form with kindness and wisdom, right? To bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. And that's your fate, right? It's a message here for somebody. We see passion. What is your passion? 3 and 4 breaking down to 7. We see allowance here. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open with whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. All of that is giving me root chakra energy. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. The universe wants to expand someone. The Most High God wants to expand you, but it's something that you need to persevere through, and it could be healing these root chakra issues. We have the energy of setting clear boundaries. This is the empath deck. Spirit says you may be holding on to energy that does not belong to you, something that you need to transmute or transition away from. All that glitters isn't gold, beloved. There's a message here. Somebody is stuck between worlds. Nourish your body. Nourish your body. If you are tired, rest. If you're in pain, pamper yourself rather than pushing through it. Treat your body as a precious friend. Listen to its needs. And it's something under here. Truth be told. Your body is telling you a truth. Something that it wants you to do. Something that it wants you to nourish. Something that it wants you to pay attention to. And the message here, message in a bottle, the message is to nourish your body. And I'm feeling a lot of green energy here, a lot of earth energy. I also see that red with root chakra. I see the sacral with the orange, and there's a little bit of yellow that's in there too with solar plexus, something for you to transmute. And it could be a deep-rooted issue, something that you're having a hard time with releasing, moving forward through, something. I feel deeply rooted. Slow down. Slow down, meditate. Slow down and pay attention to the messages from your body. Slow down and understand that you are pure consciousness, that you are connected to the Most High God. We see, appreciate the beauty of the moon. I feel an illusion, something that's in your subconscious, something that has you questioning why, something that has you stuck between worlds, something that you may not be willing to accept, beloved. We got this one here. To calm and center yourself or simply experience awe, gaze at the moon tonight and absorb the purity of her energy and sublime presence. It's something about moon energy. You could be a moon child, beloved. You could have Cancer energy or Cancer in your chart, heavy. Remember your gifts. It's something about remembering your gifts that's here. Focus on your blessings. Somebody that's blessed, right? We saw that here. Somebody that's blessed, right? Focus on your blessing rather than dwelling on adversity, whatever that's making you feel abandoned and left out, whatever that has you questioning why, right? Pause and give thanks for your gifts, such as your sensitivity. And we talked about sensuality, sensitivity, intuition, your third eye, your health, nourishing your body, your friendships, and your family. This one. Energize yourself with the weather. Again, tonight, go outside and maybe look at the moon. You know what I mean? Enjoy, the seasons of life. Depending on where you are and what time you get this message, you may be able to see a rainbow. You may enjoy the sunshine. You may enjoy cold, winter seasons. You may be enjoying the rain, the pitter patter of raindrops on your windowsill or on the porch. It could be snowing, and thinking about the snowflakes and how each one of them are crystallized and they're each unique and different. We see you can handle this. You can handle this. And I'm definitely feeling that moon energy again. Being flexible and leaning into your sensitivity. Allowing it to stabilize you. There is a wise saying. You are never given more than you can handle. Never given more than you can handle. You can handle this. You can do it. Tune into your heart. Reconnect with your strength. Tune into your heart and reconnect with your strength. Anything else in here, beloved? No. Practice self-compassion. See yourself with loving kindness. Acknowledge your growth as an empath and honor the person you have become. That's a challenge. It's something about something that all that glitters. Something that you are putting value on that maybe you shouldn't. That doesn't have the value that you place on it. Maybe it's something, see humor and we see grief. You may be covering up grief and sadness with something and you're taking it in a lighthearted manner when you may need to take it a little bit more serious. I feel like the humor is a mask for the grief. Service is here. I feel good when I can help others. And I definitely feel sacral chakra, but I feel green, right? It could be something that you're taking too lightly. It could be I'm hearing health, like the health card. Success. Service and success is here because it's definitely something that you are here to complete. We see balancing your energy, intuition. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Don't judge yourself. We see perseverance, and I definitely felt perseverance with that go the distance card, right? I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And there is abundance here. There is. We also see blame. Self-esteem. Root chakra issues. And see, some people say root chakra, some people say sacral, but I always put self-esteem with root chakra because that's that place of feeling secure. Security, like secure in the plane, secure in self, like in the material, in your manifested self. Trust. Trust is a challenge for someone. And we see forgiveness. Forgiveness is upside down. Like, you may need to write that. You might need to look at forgiveness, either forgiving others or forgiving self, right? Thank you to the Most High God. We see balance here and pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. And, of course, bringing a state of perfect harmony without judgment. Something that you are denying, right? We see denial. I acknowledge my fear. Acknowledge your fear. But then replace it with the insight of awareness. Are you aware of something? And if you are, then we are accountable for what we know, beloved. We are. Balance. Most High God said balance. Balance. Bring your trust into balance. Bring your, I feel, voice, health, speaking goodness, judgment, and doing so without judgment, right? I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And here's that abandonment, loneliness. Somebody definitely feels alone. But to know that you are never alone, you're not. The Most High God is with you, even if you feel like it's not. It is. You are a spark of divinity. The Most High God is, you are a piece of it. See, we see fear, right? You're afraid of something. You may end up with regret, or you may have regret over something. We saw the energy of surrender earlier, surrendering to trust, and we see that trust came out as a challenge. Surrender to trust. Surrendering is an issue. Surrendering to trust is the challenge. Anything else in here? Thank you so much. Peace. Somebody wants peace. What's the energy? Energy. We see envy. We got a split here. We see woman holding a coin. You could be in a Queen of Pentacles energy. You know, somebody who is gracious, right? Somebody that's, look, man holding a coin. That's a match. And we see the garden and the gate. You know, this male, your counterpart, could be already at a certain destination. We see second chakra, Archangel Ariel. That's the sacral chakra. That's that sensuality, you know, creativity. We see rest and rejuvenation. It always gives me breath energy, meditation energy. And again, garden and the gate. Something here wanted to fall out. What's behind that? Door to value. We see thinking woman. This could be another energy or another attribute of you. You know, you could be a very intelligent, abundant person, but somebody who is thinking their emotions versus feeling their emotions. But the Queen of Coin is usually somebody that's very gracious, but in a low vibration, if she is not balanced, then see, you could have gone through a heartbreak. And it could have you acting out of sorts. It could have you in your head. You could be thinking. You could be overanalyzing. You could be... I'm hearing the word justifying. See? Thinking woman with a broken heart who's overanalyzing and justifying something. I'm hearing behavior. Over a past caring connection. You know, over a connection. I do feel like, you know, something is brewing. Like a change is coming. You could be heading towards this garden. Like that could be your journey. Patience is here, is required for you. You know, patience is here. We see balance, the yin and the yang. And we saw both of them come out in the Wisdom Oracle. And they happen to have the number 22. That 4, right? Coming to balance. 4 pillars there. We see somebody being on the pathway, the temple path, right? I'm feeling entering therein, understanding wholeness, completeness, coming to balance, you know, stepping into your service, you know, but understanding that even I'm hearing the body as a temple. The body as a temple. Look, we got heart chakra upside down. 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. Somebody had their heart broke, really did. See lies and deceit. Still healing from lies and deceit, and it's definitely plaguing your heart. And I feel like the Most High God is trying to speak to you, but we see 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. You know, it's something about what's written, your fate. We see the challenges, you know, 4, being stable. 1, I feel unity, wholeness, but I also feel the challenge of the 5, the chaos, the conflict, competition. I feel people stabbing you in your back, acting behind your back, you know, just, you know, all the trauma, the traumatic events, and the fact that it was written in. The thinking man. I feel like this person was deceitful. This person also thought their emotions, and maybe that's the person you're divorced from. You know, because thinking woman is divorced, single. Door to personal healing and happiness is here. You could have been on the road, you know, on your journey, and you could have been, you know, feeling alone, feeling abandoned, and maybe you ran into somebody that was deceitful. Maybe you are deceiving yourself, you know, while you're on this road. You know, maybe you're doing something that's acting against self, you know, adjacent possibilities. I feel like there's multiple ways to get to this success. Like there's many doors open to you, 2 and 4, breaking down to that 6 again, beloved, giving and receiving. I'm feeling these 2 cards right here. But I feel like as many possibilities that are open to you for personal healing and happiness, you could be deceiving you on this pathway. See, all tied up, trying to get to this cornucopia. You know, like you're bound by something. And whatever it is that's in your head. We see rest and rejuvenation, that take a nap energy. You may need to meditate more. You may need to listen to your body, get more sleep. Garden in the gate showed itself and then it wanted to jump out. I'm feeling in reverse. Like you may stop yourself to get into this garden energy. We see victory. Victory can be had. I see it written. We see that's the judgment, right? With Gabriel. The judgment is here. But don't be deceived, beloved. Nothing is written in stone because we all have free will. Blossoming abundance. Like I feel it's growing. Goddess of the moon. That's that moon energy we kept feeling. We see thinking woman. Definitely. Goddess of the moon. Thinking woman, goddess of the moon, woman holding a coin energy. What I haven't seen is your heart. We have not seen your heart show up. And that's because I feel like your heart is broken and you may not be pouring into self. It's something that you're doing where you're being deceitful onto you. Anything else in here? No. Contract and broken heart. See, justice, come to balance. Whatever this is, or this broken heart, see, woman holding a coin. See, somebody could have even used you for money. You know what I mean? Like, you could have keep running into people who abandon you. We saw surrender to trust on here. But I'm feeling like some people may have abandoned you. You may have put your focus on material things like money. You could be in your head because your heart is broken, right? You could be all tied up. But your true energy is goddess of the moon, which is somebody that is very emotional. The moon rules our emotions, but it also speaks to emotions that are undercover, things that we cannot see, things that we are unaware of. We surrender to non-action. I'm also feeling meditation, rest, and rejuvenation. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe. And we saw the breath a lot. And focus on your own power. Let others come to you. It's something about just being still and knowing to just breathe. I feel rest, rejuvenate. It's also about, I'm hearing the breath and the blessing to be animate. See, surrender to creativity. It's a mirror. What is inside of you that you are reflecting out? Are you vulnerable and allowing people to see inside of you? What are you showing from the inside of you? Let your imagination soar. I feel like lift it up higher. Like, lift your imagination higher. It could be on the floor, I just heard. Right, stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. We see surrender stress. That's that 8 of Swords energy. Somebody is stressed. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Surrender. Setting limits. Surrender to setting limits. It's okay to set healthy boundaries in relationships. And I was feeling the energy of health, right? It says, practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. We see surrender to play and surrender frustration. I feel like it's something with this play. Like, again, taking things too lightly, not putting enough serious emphasis on something, and you definitely feel frustrated. And we see surrender negative thinking, right? You may be plagued with negative thinking, and we definitely see that with the 8 of Swords energy, all tied up in your head, beloved. It would have been interesting to bring the sorrel, but the spirit didn't want the sorrel. So, surrender to play. Again, I feel like you probably have surrendered to play. You know what I mean? In the sense that you're not taking something seriously enough. Surrender to effortlessness. Like, maybe you don't need to try as hard. Maybe you need to just surrender, relax, and release. Surrender to non-action. Just stop doing something. Yeah, obsessive overthinking. Surrender overthinking. You know, just quit it. And when you find yourself obsessively overthinking, breathe through it and release it. We see surrender to what is, and that was in reverse. Like, maybe you're not surrendering to what is. See, surrender fear of intimacy. You may be afraid to get intimate with self, to get intimate with the Most High, to be intimate with others. If you can't be intimate with self or intimate with the Most High God, then you definitely can't be intimate with others. It's not going to work with you. It's going to be based on some sort of fallacy. Anything else in here? Spirit say no. That's it. Anything else, beloved? Spirit says no. We see surrender to receiving support and love. That's the last card. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you so that you can get to this success week. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Or are you ready to let love in? Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Your heart has been broken and you are tied up in your head. I see obsessive negative thinking, understanding how to come to balance, learning how to trust again. What else was the challenge? We see trust, and we saw surrenderance. Yeah, trust and surrenderance was the challenge. And another challenge was to practice self-compassion. Compassion for self. Let go of being a martyr. You know, all that glitters isn't gold, beloved. It's just not, you know, and sometimes we get caught up in traps. It happens to all of us. But don't stay stuck, you know. Don't stay stuck. And don't beat yourself up. You know what I mean? I definitely see, of course, that judgment card, releasing judgment, you know. The understanding that everybody goes through their own process in their own time. But what are we telling ourselves, right? You know, are you deceiving yourself? Are you the one now deceiving you? You've been deceived. I can see that in the past. But are you deceiving yourself? Are you listening to the Most High? Because this one is to come in the reverse, saying no. It's definitely something written for you. I see happiness is written for you, or whatever is written is going to be illuminated. You're going to come into a sense of enlightenment that you have these possibilities, right? These doors are going to be open. You know, every door won't be the pathway that you go. I feel like there is a golden door, and the Most High God will guide you to it, and others as well. The support is contracted. It's already written. I feel justice. I feel balance. Again, balance. If you can trust, beloved, surrender. Because that's in a challenge. Trust and surrender. Surrender fear. Surrender negative thinking. Surrender the feeling of loneliness. You know, I know that I'm never alone. You're not alone. You have spirit guides. You have ascended ancestors. You have ancestors, period. Like, all of your ancestors are with you. And again, we shuffle to humor. Something that you are taking light of. You know, something, you know, that you are not taking seriously enough. It could be relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. You know, becoming into a state of freedom. You know, understanding that, you know, relationships are an assignment. And sometimes we have to, you know, use that Queen of Swords energy and put up boundaries, you know, so that we can have happiness. But happiness is not a place of when I get there, or when I accomplish this, or when I finish that. It is being okay with what's happening right now, beloved. Perseverance. You know, good, healthy intuition, and knowing how to follow it, how to trust it. Pride. Pride in self, pride in the vessel. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. We missed 2 cards, but in back we see service and success. You know, feeling good when we help others. And success is knowing that, you know, there's no greater goal than to love. And first love is to love the Most High God, and to love yourself. And to love yourself is to love the Most High God, beloved. Yes, yes it is. Honor your sensitivities. Your sensitivities are a gift. Be proud of who you are. Put your hand over your heart and inwardly say, I embrace my loving heart. I embrace my loving heart. Practice self-love and compassion. Embrace your loving heart, beloved. Maybe that's a mantra to say. And we see breathe. Breath is sacred. To replenish yourself, slowly inhale wellness and clarity to a count of 6. And then exhale stress to a count of 6. And we saw somebody, that's something that's going to help soothe you. Practice self-soothing. You know, you could be like many of us who do other things to soothe self. It could stem from inner child wounds that still need to be healed. You know, those sense of abandonment. You know, how you deal with stress and such things, beloved. But the Spirit is calling us to do things in a different way and saying, listen, like you may be running out of time, Ashe. Assert your authentic needs, speaking up. In a kind, confident tone, speak your needs rather than hiding them. Empower yourself by being authentic. And I'm feeling childhood wounds, like honoring your inner child. Like, were you able to speak up as a child? No. Your voice may have been diminished. You may have been too afraid, fear, to speak up and assert yourself. And you may have diminished yourself. And that's something that you maybe mull over, replaying events, fear of abandonment, that if I just be quiet, then they won't leave me. If I speak up, then they will leave me. If I express my needs, then they will leave me. This one. See, tame negative thinking. That's that negative thinking, the negative thoughts, the obsessive negative thoughts that stem from having a diminished voice during childhood, unable to assert yourself, unable to speak up for self, unable to express your own needs and feel comfortable and secure in yourself and in your physical plane with saying what you do need. I'm hearing invisible, like somebody felt invisible. When negative thoughts arise, experience the feelings behind them and shift to a larger, more compassionate perspective. Opinions are the lowest form of knowledge. What are the opinions you have of self? What do you think of you? Is it truth or is it just negative self-talk? We see appreciate the beauty of the moon. I'm feeling a moon child. Appreciate the beauty of you, goddess of the moon. Experience the passion of fire. Reignite your own fire. And see, being lighthearted. You may be compensating for past heart chakra energy. You may be compensating for past hurt through humor and being lighthearted. You may need to offer yourself forgiveness. Don't become a hostage to the past by berating yourself for your choices. Make amends, and we saw amending. Make amends. Forgive your own shortcomings and keep moving toward a beautiful future. Enjoy the tranquility of water, your emotions, I feel. You could also ground near water. You could listen to water, waterfalls, rain, something like that. To remove stress, immerse yourself in a soothing bath. Walk near a body of water or gently splash water on your face. We see message in a bottle. There's definitely a message here that you're stuck between worlds, beloved, something like that. You're blessed and you have a significant fate. I'm seeing that star on her head, like you could be somebody that has the ability to be influential or affluent. But there may be something that you've come to do, like starseed energy, something that's not complete, something that you need to persevere. We see truth in orphan. I'm feeling this in reverse, that you're never alone. You're never left out because the Most High God is always with you, the Alpha and Omega. You may just need to rest and recuperate. You may need to meditate. You may need to put that to bed and let it go. You know what I mean? That issue of feeling like you're alone when you're not, beloved. You are never alone. I'm seeing that loneliness card. That's the message. You could be a messenger. I see the call, the phone that's in the bottle. You could be called, but it could be drowned out by your emotions. It's something about your emotions. The call could be drowned out or because of your emotions. Everything that you've gone through Everything that the Most High God sends onto you are building blocks, and they're building up your pedestal, is what I feel. And time is now, beloved. It could be running short. You could be at the wall. It could be, you know what I mean? And I'm hearing reminders, you know, something that you're being told. And every message is edifying unto self, so, beloved. So, see? Orphan. Somebody definitely feels that abandonment syndrome. They feel alone. They feel lost and left out. They feel like nothing ever works out. Like, you know, I'm going to have to do this by myself. And, you know, to manage these emotions, I feel like somebody is leaning definitely into the lighter side of things. Like, taking humor to the point where, like, I'd rather just laugh it off and play it off to cover up the grief. Truth be told, I'm really hurting, and I'm having a trouble with, I'm having issue with persevering, committing, releasing, surrendering. Faith. To just letting go. See, but your fate, you have a fate. You have a fate. Loyal heart. Commit. Because there is another person. I feel like you're a co-creator to something amazing. I feel like the wisdom is here, the owl, and sitting on the line. I mean, it's like, it could be telling you that there's a line drawn. Come to peace, to release, and just, you know, I feel surrender so that you can experience peace. Happiness, so that you can experience happiness here and now, like it's time. See, yin, to trust. Somebody's definitely stuck between worlds, beloved, trying to find their way out of the darkness, trying to mend things and put things back together, to see the truth or face the truth. What this chaos and conflict really did to you. Regeneration. Struggling to be renewed, but regeneration isn't easy. To grow yourself up after everything being burned down, you know what I mean? The growth process is not easy. That's why I feel like the Most High God is saying having self-compassion, right? Giving compassion and forgiveness unto self, releasing judgment, beloved, and taking care of your health. Your health is wealth. I just heard that. Chaos and conflict and chop wood, something for you to clean up, beloved, something that you need to do. Last one, we see divine masculine. We see that authority, you know, supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself. And some things you may need to quit on, surrendering to non-action, and some things you may need to focus on. Consciousness, being aware of what it is you need to do. We see soul time getting into you. 4 with soul time, throat chakra. Most High God says, show that. Frequency of soul time asks us to allowance, the possibility of a new reality to emerge, regeneration that we just saw in the wisdom deck. One that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless. We saw TikTok, timeless, time factor, limitless, and infinite. And we kept feeling the 44 breaking down to 8, the infinite. Anything else in here? Nope. Believe. Believe it. You need to believe to see it. Perception. Believe to see it. And have compassion onto self. 1 and 5 breaking down to a 6. giving and receiving. Give self-compassion so that you may receive compassion from others as well. Right back to soul time, beloved. Soul time. Prayer we had was, but to all who believed and we saw belief and accepted them, they gave the right to become the children of God. And we are the children of the Most High God, right? We are sparks of divinity, right? And I say them for the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. It is dual, the same way we have masculine and feminine energy, as so the Most High God is masculine and feminine, right? It is everything. And if we are made in His likeness and in His image, the Most High God has revealed unto me, so as it is masculine and feminine. And to touch base with that feminine attribute, to give yourself self-compassion, to recognize the alpha, to give self-compassion, love, forgiveness, nurturing. That's that feminine energy, beloved. Faith is being sure of what we hope for, or faith is being sure of what we hope for, and certain or what we do not see, right? It is 111. Faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain on what we do not see. Have faith, beloved. Have faith. Anything else? Nope. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. That's the 1 Thessalonians 5:1-1. Encourage yourself on this day. Encourage yourself. Encourage others, I say. You know, you are not alone, beloved. You are not. You are connected to a soul tribe, a soul family. You are connected to all of creation. You are not here alone. You are not. This one. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. Romans 12:12. Most High God says, be joyful in hope, patient in your affliction, and faithful in prayer. I feel like it's a lot. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Love each other deeply. We are creation. We are whole. We are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. Every opportunity is for us to connect to one another, to express love, love for self, love for the Most High, love for self, and love for other selves. Therefore, accept each other, just as the Most High has accepted you, so that the Most High will be given its glory. Therefore, accept each other, just as the Most High God, the infinite, the eternal Lord of all of creation, that which sent its word forth, moving on the breath of life, has accepted you. To accept you is to accept itself, for you are a piece of the Most High God in itself, made in its likeness and made in its image, so that the Most High God, the glory will be given onto the eternal itself, the highest of the high. Not, we ain't gonna get into it, whatever. Thank you to the Most High God for these messages. Anything else? We see faith as being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Again, Hebrews 11:1. Have faith, beloved. Have faith. I led them with cords of human kindness, with the ties of love. Hosea 11:4. kindness. Kindness onto self, kindness onto other selves, moving without judgment, for we are all going through our unique challenges, beloved. And none of us get it right all the time, right? We all fall short. And as we fall short, we can recognize when others fall short. And if someone broke your heart, they deceived you, and you are still recovering, whether it's past wounds, childhood wounds, parents, environment, things in adolescence, early adulthood, things that plague you, that has made you feel a sense of abandonment, where you are doing things that deceive you, offer forgiveness unto self. Lean into healing and have faith that the Most High God will bring you through. It did not bring you to it, not to bring you through it. Thank you so much for being here with us, for sticking through. If you resonated, I hope you did. Put hashtag resonate. This is your girl Lati here in Tears of Witro Show, where you show enough, never know what you're gonna get, beloved. You just never know. It's like a whole box of chocolates, just like life. We never know what's in it. You know what I mean? And all of it we not gonna like, but I mean, it's chocolate. To the next now, y'all. This is it. This is all we got. We love you, just like we love us, because we love the Alpha and Omega that made us, that called us to be the infinite intelligence breathing. The word resurrecting this day. Yes, the word lives. It breathes. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. For the next now, Ashe.